And Dave Shoji thought, oh no, I'm going to lose all these people. Nobody's going to come back. Well, I think they're going to come back next time, because what they ended up with was a 3-2 victory from the Rainbows. Hartong, creative backslide and great communication with the setter, Uyato.
Running it in transition. That's exactly right. They have to talk, because they ran a different set earlier in the rally. And that's the way to get a one-on-one matchup, is just to run with speed to the outsides, to both sidelines.
Putting a lot of pressure on the block, important in today's game. Why is blocking a skill that takes so long for players to learn when they step up, whether it be high school to college or college to professional national team level?
Well, first of all, they have to be great with their eyes and get to and see where is the pass going, where is the setter, what tells does the setter have to tell me where to look? Does she arch her back? Does she reach her hands higher when she sets the quick? Those are really important things to know and to learn, and they take a long time to master.
Hartong misses that one. Not sure that it has come down yet. Maybe someone can retrieve it. A rare error from a player who's having an incredible night.
And those clay shots.
Fontanilla jump serve, and that one goes long. So teams trading errors and keeping it close here in set number 4. Brian Gimolero, one of his more creative coaching performances.
Well, one of the things he likes is, with so few players in practice, they get to do a lot more individual work. It's almost like springtime in the fall. That's when they do more individual tutoring and things like that. They just don't have enough athletes to have a full practice.
That seems like putting lipstick on a pig, though. I mean, you're in a situation where you need to play team volleyball and you only have 8 players in your practice.
Doesn't seem
you
to
have
be
to find some sort of silver lining.
They're right there. They're playing and giving the number 9 team in the country all it can handle right now.
Long Beach has been in the Big West for 41 years. Brian Gimolero in his 28th season has been the coach of the year in the Big West 7 times. 19 of the last 20 seasons, he's had 20-plus wins, and he's a 2008 American Volleyball Coaches Association Hall of Fame inductee. Certainly a giant in the sport. Do yourself a favor, go and Google both of these coaches, Dave Shoji and Brian Gimolero, and you'll learn a little bit about longevity and excellence, how to build and maintain a program. Well, why not? 5-5. Total of 6 points separating these teams. In the previous 3 sets. Oh, I guess a total of 4 points separating them, but 2 points. Oh, do the math. I was just thinking about everyone's going to do set,
out, right?
Yeah. I just talk, Karch. Somebody else can do the math. I do know that the player back to serve is Ashley Castle. Hartong crushing the ball.
But another dig for Johnson.
But not a dig that time for the Long Beach defense. Another kill. I believe that's going to be 30 for Emily Hartong.
And they've got to be careful. We talked about how they want to go to the hot hand, but they also want to have enough balance in their offense that they don't just wear her out as the season goes on, having taken over 60 swings now in this match.
All those swings, not to mention the block jumps plus the jump serves. Backslide,
oh, nice.
What a dig. Whoa! Hawaii did not expect that one to come back.
No.
Back row stuff again. We talked about the offensive Alex Reed. Let's talk about the blocking.
Strong left hand after a phenomenal up by Fontanilla in the backcourt.
And then a great reaction by number 6, Mackey, in the middle. That second touch. Such a difficult play when the ball gets dug right back to you and you're the blocker. Beautiful close from those 2 players. But a miss by Mackey, although because it's a TV game, the whistle wasn't blown yet. Second chance. A little smile from Brian Gimolero. And now a ball on the court, so every opportunity to get ready for Bree Mackey. Mackey out of Redding, California, three-sport star at Central Valley High School. Backslide, killed down the line. That's Adolfo, sophomore out of Molokai. Hawaii with a 2-point advantage. We've rarely seen either team since the beginning part of set number 1 extend more than a 2-point advantage in this match. A serve down the line from Ali Longo.
And if you're Hawaii, it's been a battle so far, but maybe with a 3-point lead, now's the time to bear down, serve this serve in the court, make Long Beach earn the point. But often Hawaii's been letting them off the hook a little with unforced errors.
Dave Shoji saying Ali Longo is tough and aggressive. She runs that passive defense as the libero should. Transfer out of Penn State. A good pass translates into good offense for the 49ers and Opala.
And that's what happens when a setter is as assertive at the net as Renicky. She jumps, 2 blockers go with her. Easy put away then for number 21, Opala.
A little chess match between the block and the setter.
So what you got to do is delineate. 2 players, 2 blockers can't jump with the setter. One of them has to have her and the other has the quick hitter. Have to have some assignments there, and they got a little confused.
Quick hitter kill on the other side from Jade Forster. Redshirt freshman out of Orlando, Florida at 6'4". So back to serve number 13, the setter, Mita Uyato. 3-year starter, all WAC first team in 2011. Battling quick hitters. That means good passing.
Long Beach, I'm impressed with their passing, how effectively they've been able to control the serve of Hawaii, get it right on Renicky's head, and then she can run the offense she wants. That time, she ran her quick hitter a little farther away, found space between the 2 blockers.
So Renicky, her team trailing by 2, did a great job rallying her team at the end of set number 3. Overpass, kill from Johnson.
And that's the one Long Beach State needed at the end of set number 3. Those are some of the easiest kills to make, but they just couldn't get it to the floor.
Long Beach, if you just joined us, could easily have been out of here 3-0 with a victory over Hawaii. Had chances in sets 2 and sets 3. All 3 of our previous sets going deuce. First set 26-24 to Long Beach State. Second set 34-32. To Hawaii, and then Hawaii squeaked by, fighting off match points, or sorry, set points in set 3, 26-24. There's the 30th kill, season high for Emily Hartong. Forster with a nice read, but a nice cover for Long Beach. Castle off the block. And down on her side. Both teams celebrating as though they had won the point. Lobbying Rick Olmstead, but this one is stuffed straight down.
Opala and Wallace. Wallace got that ball, but they put up a nice block on that. There was really nowhere for Castle to go.
Jump serve, Fontanilla. Another stuff block, this time Johnson on the left.
There's a great example of the swing block move, and that's where a player, watch, turns, runs, swings her hands, and gets way over the net. She didn't look like she was 5'8" there, looked like about 6'4", hands across, beautiful angle on that. And that's a more assertive, aggressive blocking move. It's becoming more and more a part of women's volleyball. Started with the men, now going to the women.
Yeah,
here she is again.
Huge debate in the world of women's collegiate volleyball as to whether to swing block or not. Some coaches not really comfortable teaching it, perhaps, and that limiting the implementation of it. I know from my career, I was there for the change in the men's game. It made me a much better blocker.
Some coaches like it a lot, some a little. I think it's best to have both those in your toolkit as a blocker. Sometimes you won't have enough time to make that move. But when you do have enough time, I agree. I think it makes you a much better blocker when you can get higher above the net and reach farther across.
There are different kinds of jumpers, those that are good statically, those that are good dynamically, and you have to find the right athlete to coordinate a swing block. But as you can see. It can be powerful in the hands of an athlete, a dynamic, fun-to-watch volleyball player like Janisa Johnson, number 10 for Long Beach. Johnson with that pass, delivers it well, but it is spiked long. Off the hands of Hawaii. Hawaii looks surprised.
Sure, Coach Shoji looks surprised. Let's see if we can get another look here. Hard to tell from that angle.
Maybe the left hand of Adolfo, or maybe not. Doesn't matter now. There's no red challenge flag to throw out there. So point will go to Long Beach. And they now lead 13-12.
And Long Beach just will not go away.
That ball snuck inside the block, just inside the outstretched hands of Wallace. Emily Maeda on the serve for Hawaii. Double quick once again, dug by Maeda. Oh, backspin on the ball, but finding the line.
Coach Shoji was talking about how being in this conference means the ball comes up a lot and you get these long rallies. Thanks to defenders like Fontanilla, it is very hard for Hawaii to get that ball to the floor.
38 years, but certainly a new challenge. Dave Shoji not afraid. Another dig by Johnson. Uh-oh, not handling well on that second contact.
Johnson. 2 digs and a kill on the same rally.
There's athleticism from Johnson. Hands above her head, slaps the ball in the air, and quickly back up to swing.
We've seen her blocking, defending, serving, creating so many scoring opportunities, and now she has her team in a great position to make this go 5.
Welcome back to Big West Volleyball, where there isn't a score up there that's separated by more than 2 points. And it's because of plays like this.
And freeze right here. Keep your eye on Janisa Johnson. She already came up with 1 defensive play. Now she comes up with another and still stays involved enough to attack, log in some stats, and more importantly, winning the point for her team, helping in lots of different ways.
Chelsea Caberjack out of Downey, sophomore with the serve, left-handed. And put away on a back slide, number 18, Adolfo. Kylie Adolfo out of Molokai, a sophomore, 6'1" middle blocker. 6'1" anymore, not that big for a middle blocker. It's not stopping her from hitting .326 on the season. Very physical player, but she splits time with basketball and volleyball. In fact, she's on a basketball scholarship for school. Coach Shoji saying she's never really going to get as good as she could be. She's very physical, but she's committed to basketball. The ASU transfer back to serve, Ashley Castle. Alex Reed, who's been slowed substantially over the second half of this match. Johnson the dig, Johnson the attack. Oh. Chance to run the offense for Long Beach. Renicky turns and swings. Yet another kill. 6 for Tara Renicky.
The other challenge is with these long rallies, some of the middles must be just getting exhausted right now, having to jump 8-10 times and work in transition. The middle